All right, guys, welcome back. Got another review for you here. My apologies for a lack of any type of musical opening or a montage of me rolling on the ground and shooting at targets and stuff, but I just don't feel the need for all that, and I'm low budget. So we're gonna roll right into the firearm you see here in front of you. This is the Springfield Armory TRP operator. TRP stands for Tactical Response Pistol. And how do you know this is a TRP here? Well, it says it right there. And then if you turn the gun over, it also says it right there. And then it also says tactical here. And then it also says operator here. And it says Springfield there. So if you're ever confused, and Springfield here, and Springfield there, if you're ever confused on what gun you have, you know, Springfield leaves no doubt with this firearm here as to what you're carrying. And honestly, I don't blame them. I mean, this gun, let's be honest, just look at it. It looks bad ass. It is a beast of a gun. It just looks mean. Looks awesome. So, TRP. As you can see, this is not the typical TRP. This is a black over gray. It kind of has like a bluish hue to it, but it's black over gray, and I think it's a really amazing looking blend. Looks really, really cool. This gun came about as a byproduct of the weapons that they were making for the FBI HRT teams. They were building them the Springfield Professional. Now that is a full custom, very high-end gun. They don't produce it anymore today. If you were to find one, it's probably gonna run you in between, I've seen it on the low end, as low as $2,500, and I've seen it as high as $4,000. Probably averages about $3K or so. But that is a hand-fit, hand-built, extremely awesome, amazing gun. Now, that gun was built in their custom shop. Having said that, Springfield also wanted a gun that was made on a production line that would appeal to the masses, but the highest level gun that they can get without getting into that production price point. Enter the TRP. Little known history about this firearm here. The TRP, so this is the half rail here, but the full rail variant of it was the very first production Picatinny rail 1911 that was produced. So these were the first ones, okay? The Glock had a rail, but mounting a light to pistols, especially in 1911, was very new at the time. And the 1911s did have a rail that you can put under the dust cover that was on a regular variant. But it wasn't integrated in here. And the TRP, the full rail, was actually the first production 1911 rail out there. So that's pretty cool. When Springfield says operator, right, they're not talking about, you know, the gun trying to be this high-speed, low-drag weapon. The term operator just simply means that it has a rail on it. That's for Springfield Armory only. Okay. If they have operator on any of their firearms, it indicates that it has a 1913 rail. One of the things about this firearm, the overall look of it, it was inspired. Like I said before, it was derived from the FBI HRT Pro gun, but they wanted something to be more of a production line. But it also got a lot of its overall look and inspiration from the Army's elite Delta Force team. They were running various things on here, like the Bomar sights in the rear, different type of serrations and various things like that, that inspired the kind of tactical coolness that this gun has. So that's something that is pretty unique to this firearm that I appreciate. But like I said before, they wanted this firearm to be the best production 1911 that they could make without getting into the price point of the custom variant. So this gun, it does have a lot of MIM parts. One of the more obvious ones, if you look at the slide lock here, you can see that there's a distinct line that's in there. And that's because this is a MIM part, along with the vast majority of internal parts in here. Now, MIM, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. Right? A lot of people, especially in the 1911 world, they like to associate MIM with being subpar quality. It is whenever you compare it to small parts that are made straight out of bar stock. But, you know, MIM has also proven to be very good, very effective. One of the things that they wanted to do to separate it apart is that they have a bull barrel in the front here. You can tell how it's thicker and it sticks out a little bit here, okay? And then it also has a full-length guide rod. It's a one piece. To take this weapon apart, you have to use a paper clip or something similar within the guide rod here. Right, there's a hole that's over here. Okay, you insert that, and then you can go through the various breakdown of it. But full-length guide rod, bull barrel, okay. Up here, you have the fully adjustable rear sight. Now, this is based off of the Bomar Dovetail adjustable sight. This is Springfield Armory's version of it, but when these first came out, they had the Bomars on them. And they're fully adjustable for both windage and elevation. At the top, you have a Trigicon night sight here, and then you have some in the rear also there. Your barrel, like I said before, it's bull barrel. Springfield Armory, this specific one is 45 auto. You got your serrations, front cocking serrations in the front, and in the rear, I like the spacing of them. You know, they're nice, grippy, whether you want to do a press check here or however you want to do that. Front and rear, you have a skeletonized hammer, right, with a very, very positive ambi safety. So one on either side, and very, like, there's no doubt whenever you put this on safe that it's locked in there. It's not going to move until you actually want to pull that and bring it down. Moving across, coming to the back, you have your grip safety here, high rise, right? So that ensures you don't get that slide bite in the back, which I haven't seen that in a long time for modern weapons, but it's nice to know that it's there. It also has a memory bump there. Coming to the front, you have 20 lines per inch LPI in the front and in the rear. This is not meant for soft hands. If you have soft hands, right, you're not gonna like it. These are very aggressive, very grippy, with or without gloves. You have your G10 grips here. They're nice and coarse. I like that. Making our way down to the mainspring housing and the magwell. It is a two-piece. You can see that there is an Allen key there for the screw that keeps these connected. So the trigger pull on it is right around, if I had to guess, and what I researched, it's right around the 5 pound mark. So that's okay. That's definitely clear. All right, soft safed. A little bit of take up, and then pulling. A little bit heavy, but not bad. Pull that off, and there's the reset. And that's one thing about a 1911, regardless of whether it's, I mean, if you have a custom, it's going to be better, but the 1911 platform is just known for that trigger, which makes it absolutely amazing. The light that I have on here, I've actually upgraded from my X300 Ultra, which was 1,000 lumens, to the X300 Turbo, which focuses on Candela. Making our way to the rear here, you can see, even though it's a production gun, you can see that it's very well blended in the rear here. All right, I can run my finger just straight across, and that is really nice. I like it. I think that's gonna wrap it up for this review here. This is actually the last day I'm going to own this gun, which is why I wanted to get this done. I also had a Dan Wesson Specialist, which is, when people talk about this firearm, they like to compare it to the Dan Wesson Specialist simply because, you know, this gun and that gun are arguably the highest quality that you're going to run into when it comes to production line 1911s before you start getting into the custom stuff, the Wilson Combats, the ACWs, the Ed Browns, etc. One of my biggest regrets is when I had that Specialist, I didn't do a review on it, so I wanted to get that done. And I'm actually getting rid of this because I'm picking up a Springfield MC operator. And you know, some of you people that are watching this are like, what the hell are you doing? That's crazy. But you know, the MC operator has a special place in my heart. So I'm pretty excited to get that gun. I am sad to see this one go, but the person that it's going to is super excited. And you know, being a part of the 1911 and gun community, I like to see other 1911 enthusiasts that get hyped about this platform. That's all I got for this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Give you one more look at this awesome, amazing firearm. And then that's gonna do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. I'll catch you later.